chilling with my girls here at Betty's Acres, which is a goat farm in Bloomsburg, and we're going to learn all about cheese and goat's milk, and it's absolutely the goat. I'd like for you to meet Betty Bronson. She's the owner of Betty's Acres, and Betty, these goats are adorable.
Thank you.
So for those who don't know, of course, this is a goat farm.
Yes.
And you produce goat's milk here.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So today, you're going to show us how to milk the goats.
Yay!
All right. All right, so I guess we should get started. What's the first thing? Of course, we bring all the goats in.
We bring the goats in, and I can bring in 12 at a time. And when they come in, they get locked into a headlock, and their grain is in the feeder in front of them.
Oh, it's like they come in and they know exactly what to do.
They want to come in. First of all, they get their good food.
Right.
And then they get milked, which gives them relief.
Right.
So the first thing we do when we come in is this is an iodine spray.
Yes.
Okay, and if you notice, the spray goes up.
Up, yes.
Okay, so we spray each teat up. So once we spray everybody, we use an individual paper towel. We wipe both teats so that they're nice and clean. And this is the milker. And this is how it works. This is a vacuum pump, but it actually squeezes.
Oh, okay.
The inflation in the shell, the inflation actually pulsates.
Right.
So that they milk out. It doesn't just suck the milk out.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
you turn it on and it just sucks right up on there. And see the milk coming already?
Wow.
And you can see that one's pulsating.
Yes.
Can you see that? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The milk goes from the hose to the pipeline.
Yep.
From the pipeline to that glass bowl.
Oh, wow.
See the milk?
Yep.
Now you'll see it coming in just a minute. And then when the bowl fills, it pumps out to the tank where it's chilled within 20 minutes of being milked.
Wow.
That's how we get a good quality milk.
They have to be milked every single day, right?
Twice a day, every day.
Twice a day.
There's the milk coming. See it?
Oh, wow, yeah. It's a lot of work, isn't it?
It is a lot of work, and I do enjoy what I do.
Oh, you could tell. And the goats are very happy, too.
Yeah.
So tell me how long it takes to milk one goat.
About a minute and a half. Yeah, it doesn't really take any time at all, no.
So how do you know, when they're done?
Basically, the udder is a skin bag with like a spongy type material in it. And so like a sponge, when it's dry, it sort of collapses.
Right.
The udder, and that's simplistic, but that's a basic explanation. And so I want you to feel it before we milk, and then we'll put the milker on her, and you can feel when we're done.
Okay.
So go ahead and touch, yeah. Okay. And it's kind of firm, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
So now we'll wipe her, and we'll put the milker on her. And you can actually see it start to shrink down in here already.
Yep,
see how
that's amazing.
And see how we're coming down?
You can really see it. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
There you go.
And now you can feel the difference.
Oh my God, big difference.
Yeah. You know, after many years of experience, I don't need to touch to know. I can just take them off.
Sure.
And also, I milk each and every one of these does twice a day, every day. So I can tell you who's done and who's not done without even seeing it. All of my goats have names.
And how many goats do you have?
About 100,
wow.
Give or take a few. We can give you families, and I have generations of goats.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So everybody here is registered with the American Dairy Goat Association, which has nothing to do with milk production, but which allows me to do goat competitions and things.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah.
So tell me, how you ended up with the goats.
I grew up on this farm milking cows. We moved here when I was 7. When I married my husband, I was not able to get my own fresh milk.
Right.
So I had pygmy goats, and a friend traded me a Toggenburg doe, which is the brown and white ones. And so I'm milking this goat, and she had her babies. She had too much milk for her babies, so I'm milking her, and I'm going, how much? This could be better than what I'm drinking in the store because it's fresher.
Right.
And I also found out that it doesn't upset my stomach. And that's how this all started, from that one goat. So I'm just going to finish milking this batch, and then we'll bring in another batch, and then we should be done.
All right, sounds good. Okay, girls.
Come on. There we go.
Okay, so tell us about the different types of goats.
Basically here I have 2 breeds. I have La Manchas, and the La Manchas can be any color. Here we have a kind of an apricot, there we have a chocolate, we have a brown and white over here. But their major characteristic is the shortness of their ears.
Oh, look at that.
And they're born this way. This is a genetic abnormality that popped up in California. Their ears cannot be longer than 2 inches. And this actually is mother and daughter. This is Cool Kitty, and Cool Kitty is 13.
Wow.
And this is her daughter, Orange Cat. And Orange Cat is 7 this year.
So what's the lifespan of a goat?
The oldest I've had was 17, but normally 13, 14 is about my limit. Yeah. And this is a Toggenburg, and they have to have these ears. They need to be some shade of brown with white markings on the face, around the ears, 4 white socks. Excuse me, you had your turn, and a white flash at the tail.
Wow. Well, this has been great fun here with all the goats, but we're not done yet, right?
No, we're gonna go see where we pack the cheese and flavor the cheese, and we'll talk about cheese.
Yes, all that good goat stuff. All right, that sounds good.
Okay, great, thank you.
Well, now we're here and we're going to take a look at all of these great products that you make with the goat's milk. This is amazing. So why don't you tell us about some of the things here?
Well, I don't actually make any of the products myself. I start with the milk, and milk goes to Ross Family Farms to be pasteurized, and they do my yogurt. So they process my milk, they make my yogurt, and they also make my ice cream, which we will try in a little bit. When I'm having cheese made, that goes to my Wayside Acres in Newport. And the cheese comes back just as a plain Feta or a plain Chive, and then we do all the packaging and flavoring.
So why don't you tell us about some of the products that are out here right now?
Okay, well, this is just our milk. We can do it in quarts or half gallons. This is our Chive, and it comes in a 4-ounce container, and we freeze our Chive. Our Chive is a traditional soft goat cheese, and to extend the shelf life, we freeze it. So it is from milk to cheese and in the freezer within 8 days. So that keeps it fresh, and it keeps it that nice creamy taste that you don't see in some prepackaged cheeses. So we have plain Chive, we have an Old Bay, we have a garlic and chive. The garlic and chive is probably the best one and the most universal. We can do it on so many things. I use it in my potato salad, I use it in a macaroni salad. It is absolutely excellent on top of a grilled burger. Just a spoonful, just as the burger is finishing, that nice creamy Chive with the garlic and chive. It's just out of this world.
It's so nice because you have to think out of the box. Like, look at all the great things you could use it with.
Everyone thinks goat cheese is for crackers, but there are so many other things you can do with them.
And of course you have your fudge, right? Goat's milk fudge. How different is that?
Goat milk's fudge, yes. We do several flavors. I have peanut butter and chocolate here today. And then kind of the last thing on the table today is I have my Feta. Traditionally, Feta is made with goat milk.
No
Traditionally,
kidding.
Yes. But one of the things I do with Feta, I eat it with fruit.
Ooh. And of course, you have ice cream, goat's milk ice cream.
Yes, yes. And it's actually goat milk, goat cheese ice cream.
Wow.
And it's made by Ross Family Farms. And it is one of the things that people who cannot eat cow ice cream, 90% of them can eat this without any stomach trouble at all.
Excellent.
And for the first time in 15 years, I can eat ice cream, and I love the ice cream.
That's
so,
fantastic.
Yeah. So today we have chocolate and vanilla.
I need to try this.
Try this, see what you think.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. It's so creamy.
That is what we get, yeah.
Oh, it has such a unique flavor, like delicious and creamy.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
That is amazing.
So where can everyone find all this good stuff?
Check out Facebook page, Betty's Acres. We're at the Bloomsburg Farmers Market, the Forks Farmers Market. We're at Davies Fresh Market in Lewisburg, the Williamsport Growers Market with Ross Family Farms. I'm at the Lewisburg Farmers Market with Crossroads Farms, and also Crossroads Farms does a delivery, and so they can get anything that I have here. You just need to contact them on their website, Crossroads Farms. We're also at a market in Philadelphia, the East Falls Farmers Market, and you can always contact me and come to the farm. So
it's magnificent, and I mean, you really make a good product. Your little goat girls do a good job.
Thank you.
Betty, thank you so much for showing us how this is all made, and we really appreciate it.
It's wonderful. Thank you.